Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone had a great Super Bowl. Funny story about it. I actually had a job interview on Friday, and I walk in, and all the people there are celebrating a pre-Super Bowl party. So, being the nerd that I am, I sit down and I realize that I'm going to be interviewing with two people, and I don't know who's in the Super Bowl. I had no idea. So I thought if I sit down in this interview and they're like, "Oh, who are you going for?" I'm going to be like, I was telling my cousin this story yesterday, and he goes, "When in doubt, just always say the Patriots. You're probably never wrong." So I hope everyone had a good Super Bowl. Ate a lot of food, had a good time. Today, I wanted to talk about perspective, something I talk about a lot. But hey, these are the things that ponder my mind, and these are the things that I present to you. So, perspective. So many times throughout content creation or anything that we're doing, we get down in life. Work is tough, relationships are tough, things like that. So I'm reading Unfuck Yourself by Gary John Bishop, and it drove a parallel to David Goggins' book. They both talk about, in times of toughness or in times of struggle, to bring back those memories that we have that made us feel good. A good time with our significant other, laughing with buddies at the bar, or laughing with buddies on just a night out, going to, or the birth of your first child, my first son, my son 4 months ago. Just recalling those good times and realizing how many good times that we've had already. And it puts things into perspective. It puts things really, really into perspective. I'm sitting here and I'm driving a nice car. I go home to a family. I go home to my son and a loving wife. I have a family that supports me. I have friends that support me. I just think in this age, and mind you, when I say this, I'm the biggest person that woe is me. Things aren't going my way. Why is this happening to me? And I feel like this is tough. Why? This is a tough life. This is, and it's not. There's so many good things that have happened to me. There's so many good things that are in my life with creating content and streaming and having, people, a support system in place. It's not as bad as I make it out to be. And I'm going to start using this, and I'm going to start realizing that things could be a lot worse. Just think of families that are in bad countries that just have it a lot worse than us. And I think that comes, a good part in the book was taking your problems and taking them one at a time. And that's a big deal. I was just talking to somebody about my house, and we bought the house about 4 years ago. And I'm like, oh, the deck needs to be done. The liner in the pool might be needed replacing. We got to fix the plug in the tub. And just other things. My front door needs a new screen, the storm door. And you look at this, and when another problem comes up and I haven't taken care of one yet, I'm just like, this is ridiculous. I'm not a handyman by any means. I'm not, and I just get overwhelmed. This is why I have a checklist, is because I go in and I attack a problem one at a time. And you feel good because one thing gets done, and it might have only taken a day and a few hours in a day, or not even 1 hour, 30 minutes. And you feel fulfilled and you feel good. That's why I talk in my habits article about a to-do list. The problem is when we look at the to-do list as a whole and don't look at it as just one problem. Something's going wrong with your stream, or something's going wrong with creating content, and it's went into 10 things. One at a time. Slow down. And while I say this, I'm saying it to myself. Slow down. It's all right. So that was really good, and I'm going to start today tackling some of these issues these problems, these to-do lists off my to-do list, check them off my to-do list and get on it. And the last thing that I want to say in this Seftimor Daily is we're going to die. Gary Vaynerchuk says this a lot, and it's morbid, and we don't talk about it, but what do we want to leave behind? Even if no one watches or no one sees it, I want to leave it for the people that are there, for my family, for my audience, for all these people. Let's get it while we can. Let's do it while we can. Because that day we're all going to have to face that one day. And I know that's, like I said, morbid to think about, but our time is finite, you know? So make sure we're doing the best. When you say live today like it's your last, it's not like, oh, I'm going to go blow money or do all this crazy stuff. It's live your day knowing that you fulfilled something that you wanted to. Live your day knowing that you put as much effort into the projects that you want to, or got something started, or just put enough effort in so when you go lay your head on that pillow at night, you know you did all that you can. It's not something crazy. It's just we all have things that we want to get done. So just start it, do it, make sure that you're fulfilled, and keep things in perspective, because it's not that bad. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you are on YouTube, leave something in the comments. Let me know how you deal with these things. And if not, hit me up on Twitter or Instagram at Seftimor, Seftimor. Please subscribe, like the podcast. It's free and it helps it out. Appreciate you all. Hope you have a great week. Talk to you again soon. Peace.